Morning guys, my name is Steve and today I'm going to show you how you can write a simple JavaScript game in less than 10 minutes. First, let me show you the game and then we'll start to write the program line by line from ground. Alright, let's take a look of the game. So there's a button here and when I click this new game button, it will load the game. Basically this game is to find 6 from all these 8. Let's say you click on any of these 8, you say try again. Anywhere you click 8, you say try again. But if you click 6, you can find the number 6. It says great job, you found it. You can click the button again to restart the game. And let's say I click 8, it says try again. If I can find it, it says great job. That's it. In this online tutorial, I'm going to use CodePen. CodePen is a popular online code editor for HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to create an array to store all the 8. To do so, let me comment this out. I will write const arr equals to square bracket. Square bracket is going to hold the array element. Next, I'm going to use a for loop to push 10 element to the array. You can change that later on. X less than 10 and x plus arr dot push 8 console dot log arr. Let's see if it works. Okay, here I have 10 elements of 8 in that array. By using a for loop, I don't have to hard code it. Of course, you can change the number to 20 and it's up to you. Next thing we're going to do is that we are going to create 10 elements. Let's say, for example, a span tag. So to do that, we have to go to the HTML here. Let's say we create a div here and we call it give it an ID main. The reason why we want to have this div is for us to put in all the span tag inside this div. For example, it will look something like this. This is what we want. And let's run it. Okay, this is basically what we want, but we do not want to hard code it in this way. Instead, we want to use JavaScript to create all these span tag element for us. Okay, now we delete all this span tag, minimize this. Can just maximize our JavaScript. Okay, for each loop, what we're going to do is that we're going to use JavaScript to create the span element. So to do that, we can write const node equals to document dot create element. What element that we want to create? We want to create the span element. And over here we can create another one more called text node. This text node is going to store the 8 document dot create text node. So we're going to put the 8 inside, and then we are going to append child text note. So this will basically gives you a span tag, a pair, a pair tag, open and close, and over here it gives you the 8, and when you append the child, after you append the child, you'll get something like this: span 8 spanned, right? After that, we are going to write document.get element by ID. I'm gonna put the main. This is the ID that we have created just now, div. I'm gonna put things inside. We're gonna say append child node. That's it. Let's try it. Now, after I've deleted my span, the hard-coded span tag, I can see back this same thing by using JavaScript. If you right-click and click inspect, you're able to see all this span tag being generated dynamically by JavaScript. Now the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to create a few more rows of this. To do this, we're going to write another for loop inside. Let's say let y equals to 0, y is less than 10, y plus plus. We're going to move all this code inside this for loop, and over here we're going to tidy up a little bit first of our JavaScript. Now the next thing we're going to do is that instead of putting this 10 span tag directly inside the main div, we're going to put it inside another one more div. Let's say, for example, we have 2 rows, then we have 2 div. Let me comment out this line first, just to show you the sample output that we want to have. Let's run it. Okay, this is what we're gonna want to create. So let me delete off all this, and let's do it in the JavaScript. So previously we have this document.getElement by ID main, where we directly put our span tag inside main. So we're gonna make some changes to our code. Here we're gonna write const node for the row equals to document.create element. Now we're gonna create the div tag. So this one will give you div tag. So at the end of the row, after all the for loop completed, we are going to put in this thing, document.getElement by ID main, where we put this node inside. This is like a node for the column. We can say, let's change it to node column. This is the node column. This is the node column. And this is the node row. So yeah, I'm gonna change it to node row. Here we're gonna get the div and put in like this. Let's maximize. Okay, this is our code. Let's run it again. Here will be the total rows. Let's say I change it to 5, and here will be the total column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, 5 rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each row I have 8 elements. What I show you here is the pure vanilla JavaScript. Of course, you can use Jquery to do the same thing, probably with lesser lines of code. Let me increase the font size so that we can see it better. Font size 50 px. Okay. Next, let's create some variable just to tidy things up. We can call this variable element equals to 8, const element to find is equals to 6, and then we're gonna replace the hard-coded value that we have here with element. We can also create another 2 more variable if you want to hold the value of this total rows and also total columns. Next, let's create another 2 more variable to hold the total rows and total column. I'll say this is total row equals to 5, const total column is equals to 10, and I'm gonna replace this with the variable that we have just created. Next, we're gonna create another 2 more variable here to store the random row number is equals to mat.floor mat.random total row. I'm gonna do the same for column, total col. Let's console.log to see if this is correct. Let's clear everything and run it. Right, we got 2, 8. Run again. 3, 3. Run again. 0. It's referring to the first row, and 8. Okay, good. Next, we're going to use the if statement. If x, referring to the row, is equals to the random row number, and y, which is referring to the column, equals to random column. Then say if x is equals to random number and y is equals to random call number, we're gonna put this element to find, otherwise else text node is equals to document dot create text node element. And let's try it again. So here we go, we managed to get a random position for the row and the column as well, and if you run it again, it changed to another random row and column position. For the button click event handler, I'm going to use the Jquery. To use Jquery, you can go to setting, and in the JavaScript you can choose whatever library that you want to use. Here I'm using Jquery. I'll create the click event handler for all the span tag. Can test if it works by writing a console.log button click. Clear it up, and then you click any of these. Button click, button click, button click. Next, we're gonna determine the result of the game. You can write if this dot inner x equals to element to find console.write you found it, else try again. Let's try it. Okay, let's click the wrong one first. Try again, and if you click the correct one, so you found it. The next thing you can do is that you can show the results to the user instead of putting in a console.log. Console.log is for development purpose. You can give it an ID, results. Depends on what you want to use to show the output, but here I'm going to show you using Jquery. Results dot text, you found it. Try again. Let's run it. Click the wrong one first, try again. If you click the correct one, say you found it. If you click the wrong one again, say try again. One more last thing you can do is by creating a button here, so that when the user click the button, the game will start, and when the user has finished playing the game, the user can click the button to play the game again. For that, I will put the button tag and give it an ID, and over here I'll write the event handler btn new game dot click anonymous function I'm gonna call a function to run all this code. So here I'm gonna use modern JavaScript to declare the function const play game, arrow key. We're gonna move all this code that we have just now, move it into this function, and then we're gonna call the function play game. Few things that you have to take note, because when you first run the game, you have to empty the array by setting the length to 0, and you should also clear all the child element for this particular div. For that you can use Jquery main.empty is Jquery method you can use to clear all the child element. And lastly, each time you want to play a new game, this random row number and random column number will be generated again. Alright, so here click 8, try again, click 6, says you found it. Click again, says change to here, and click here, try again, click 6, you found it. You can improve the CSS a little bit by changing the cursor as well to pointer. See, now we have the better cursor. Try again. 6. If you take a look of the beginning of the program, when I have created an array here, you might be wondering, do we really need an array over here? Actually, you don't really need this array at all. In fact, you can delete this whole array. And let's try if it works. Yes, it works. Just that this array, when I started the program, I created this array, is for development purpose. Let's say we should put this inside the if statement, by the way. This one should be element to find. Let's tidy up. And if we put a console.log here, click console. See, this is very useful. This array for development purpose. You can see that all these elements was inserted into the array, and after that you can also see in one random position you can see the 6 inside. So if you feel that you don't really need an array, yes, you can choose to delete it. And if you want to maintain this array for development purpose, you can maintain it. Alright, that's the end of this short tutorial, which you can create a simple game using JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please click a like to this video and leave a comment on how this video has benefited you. I'll see you around next time.